Well, former Dallas area police officer Roy Oliver is now facing murder charges.
Oliver was arrested for shooting and killing an unarmed teenager last weekend. His bond was set at $300,000. He's now out after posting bail.
Investigators say he shot 15-year-old Jordan Edwards as he rode in the passenger seat of a car. The city's police chief first said the car was driving toward officers. When one of the officers opened fire, he later said he, quote, misspoke after body cam footage showed the car driving away from the officers. The news of the arrest comes as the family of Jordan Edwards is holding his funeral today. Let's talk about this with criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Yodit Tewolde. Yodit, thank you again for being here with us. First of all, I know that you had some real concerns at the fact that this officer was not, former officer, I should say, because he's been fired, was not arrested before now. What's your reaction to the arrest now that it's happened?
I'm glad that it happened. I'm very proud of Dallas. I'm very proud of the Dallas District Attorney's Office for acting so swiftly with regards to this case. I'm even proud of the Balch Springs police chief who came out and recanted his story after realizing, watching the evidence on video, that the story that the officer told them was untrue. So I'm extremely happy that an arrest has been made. I'm extremely happy that they're pursuing a murder charge. It should have happened sooner, but you know what? It happened, and now we just need to look forward to him getting indicted for murder and going to trial.
The interesting thing is, so he's charged with murder, but he's out on bond. Is that common?
It is. I would hope that they put some conditions of bond because clearly he is a danger to society. He has a rifle. I mean, he shot a rifle and several rounds into a car full of teenagers for no reason. So I would hope that there would be some conditions of bond. But yes, he's entitled to a bond. He made bond. He's out on bond. But I hope that they keep a strict eye and a close look on him while this whole thing plays out.
Yodit, as a criminal defense attorney, I have to ask you, if you had to defend him, and we saw one story from the police department beforehand, the other story unfolding in the video, how do you defend him?
You know, we don't know all of the evidence. Right now, all we know is that there was a story that he told to his department and to the community at large that was untrue when video surveillance, which actually I think will be coming out next week and we'll all be able to see, but there's still information we don't know. But from what his parents are saying, he suffers from PTSD. So I'm not sure if maybe he thought he saw something happening that really wasn't happening. That's still not just a justification. I can't say what I would do in defending him because we don't know all of the facts, but I think that would be the route I would take and look at what is going on with him mentally. But as far as the police is concerned, they've acted swiftly, transparently. The DA's office created a unit specifically for officer-related shootings, so they're handling this. They have competent prosecutors, and I trust that they are going to proceed successfully with this.
So let me ask you this. If it is proven that he does have PTSD, how does that change things moving forward when we go into the legal aspects of this?
Well, if he has PTSD, we have to see what it is that they are claiming. That's still not justification for shooting a car that is not posing a threat. Was he getting help? That falls back on the police station. We have to understand that we have to make sure that police officers are mentally okay in order for them to really protect and serve the community. And if they're not, that serves no purpose for the community. So, again, it has to be proven that he has PTSD. He had some tours in Iraq, according to his parents, but how that affected his rationale. Was he reasonable in doing what he did? And from what we know, there was no justification for this.
All right, Yodit, real quickly, do you anticipate a civil lawsuit, or will the department settle in this case?
We haven't heard from the Department of Justice with regards to this case. I mean, they've had a pretty rough week, I guess, with the Alton Sterling decision coming out on Wednesday. But they haven't said anything about this case. I do expect a civil rights suit because this officer clearly violated Jordan Edwards' right under the Constitution from unreasonable searches and seizures and from excessive force. He used excessive force that ended in someone's life being taken so soon. So I would expect a civil suit to be appropriate in this matter, yes.
All righty. Yodit Tewolde, always appreciate your perspective. Thank you for taking the time to be with us.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
It's important to point out that that report that former officer Oliver has PTSD was from his parents to the Daily Mail.
Right.
CNN has not been able to independently confirm that, but we are continue to work on that story. Let's turn now